Everything this way is blue sky and sunshine. Now, why would you want to walk between those two villages in medieval times? I hear all of you ask, or maybe none of you. The reason was the words of a great philosopher. Does it get any better than this? Look at these crazy heads. Pretty impressive, eh? What a road. Morning. Great Ridge again today. I know I've done this fairly recently, but we're into spring now. And last time I went across the Great Ridge, we were in the middle of winter and the views were pretty terrible. Certainly on top of Mam Tor, and it wasn't too bad for the rest of the ridge. So today's route starts in the Castleton Visitor Centre car park. We walk round to the base of Loose Hill, up Loose Hill, across the ridge to Mam Tor, Hollins Cross, Mam Tor, around through Winnats Pass, and then back to the Castleton car park. As I say, it's a stunning day. It's not hot. It doesn't mean if we're in spring, it's 10 or 11 degrees at the minute, I think. But there's hardly any wind down here. Expecting it to be a bit chillier up there. I have got a coat and a woolly hat just in case, but at the minute, it's stunning. I'm expecting it to be pretty damn bloody busy though. There are quite a few people up there already from what I can see. I mean, again, there's no way you're going to pick that out on the GoPro, but there's already people all the way across the ridge, quite a lot up on Mam Tor. As you'd expect. Like I say, it's stunning. You know when you get that feeling at the start of a walk that it's going to be a good one? This is going to be a good one. This is a really nice ease into the walk. Gentle walk, countryside, fields, sheep. And the natural aroma of poo. With some stunning hills in the background that we know are actually going across today. It's great. Stunning. What a lovely little bit of track. Starting to go uphill now. So I don't know how long I'll be smiling for. It's not a horrendous climb, this one. It's steady, it's steep, don't get me wrong, but it's not vertical. Yet, anyway. Still fairly gradual. I'd imagine when we turn left in a bit and go pretty much straight up at that point, we'll see how tough it is, but this path is slightly like contouring round the edge itself, so it's not straight up. It's quite nice. Yeah, this is getting steeper up there now. There's Win Hill over there. Loose Hill, well, false summit of, just up there. Over to the ridge. All the way around to Mam Tor. We are nearly at the top of the first climb. And honestly, after a few minutes rest, it's alright, isn't it? The climb itself hurts. And I think I'm getting a little bit more conditioned to it. He says the steepest part is yet to come. We'll see. It's lovely up here though. Like I said, there are quite a few folk around, but you know, it's got to be expected on a day like this. Well, it is a Monday. Imagine the weekend that we've just had. Saturday specifically was quite sunny. Been rammed up here. And we are the final push. At least it's slightly paved. It's cobbled. It's not a bad walk. But it is a steep one. There it is, the top of Loose Hill. Pretty spectacular. Like I said though, there are quite a few people around. which is what I expected. Hope Valley, Castleton over there, Winnats Pass, Edale Valley that side. So from Loose Hill behind me. Next plan is across the ridge, all the way around to Mam Tor, then around to Winnats Pass. So hopefully the most stunning part of the walk's still to come, and the hardest bit out of the way. One of them anyway. There's no wind at all at the top of Loose Hill. On the ridge now across towards Mam Tor, there's a nice breeze, and it's actually really welcoming because that climb up there was pretty tough. But like I said, it's so rewarding when you get there. You can't put into words, I don't know, the feel-good, awe-inspiring nature of what this does to you. It's phenomenal. So we're approaching now the top of Mam Tor. You can hopefully see the view behind me to Loose Hill, which is pretty stunning. Looks like dark cloud up there. Doesn't this way. Everything this way is blue sky and sunshine, with the odd little wispy cloud. It's definitely a steady, not scramble, but step down here. Wouldn't take much to slip and really hurt yourself. Mam Tor, it still hurts, but it's pretty stunning. It's damn so easy going that way than it is going the other way over it. But it's some great views from up there, really, really nice. Quite a lot of people, like we said, though. So Hollins Cross down here, it's the lowest point on the whole of the Great Ridge. You've got the village of Edale on one side, the Hope Valley and the village of Hope itself on the opposite side. Now during medieval times, the shortest way to walk from Edale to Hope was across here, because it's the lowest point of the ridge, obviously. Now why would you want to walk between those two villages in medieval times? I hear all of you ask, or maybe none of you. The reason was there is now, there wasn't actually a church in Edale. So to get to church, you'd have to cross the ridge into Hope itself. Now, churches weren't obviously only used for religious ceremonies. They were used for burials. You got to think of then the logistics of having to walk from Edale across the Great Ridge to Hope with a dead body, because everybody in medieval times needed to be buried in consecrated ground, or else all sorts of bad stuff's going to happen, which gave the path that runs from Edale across Hollins Cross into the Hope Valley the name of Coffin Road. Quite grim, but pretty cool in equal measure. This is just purely stunning again. The walk across now from Hollins Cross up to the top of Mam Tor, just gradually uphill all the way up there. Like I say, it is gradual, so hopefully I can breathe while I'm doing it. So yeah, it's a steady climb up, but check that view out behind me. It's fucking amazing. This whole thing is cool. Final push up Mam Tor. Although I think it is the false summit when we get to the top of this and it kicks on again. But we're getting there. Like I said, views behind are amazing. We're nearly at the top. I think that'll do for today's brew stop. That is a view and a half, that. isn't it? Absolutely stunning. There's worse places, isn't there? Today's stove of choice, the Pocket Rocket 2. That's boiling. The words of a great philosopher. Does it get any better than this? Truly bloody spectacular. Truly spectacular. So if I didn't say, we're just on the shaded side right now of Mam Tor. The actual top itself is a good couple of 100 metres up there. There's not actually anybody around far enough off the path. Nobody can see us. I think this is kind of the remnants of the old hill fort. I say old, 3,000 or 4,000 years old. The timescales baffle you, don't they? Yeah, I don't know where you can see this, but we've started in Castleton, made our way around up to Loose Hill, across to Mam Tor, Hollins Cross. We are currently around here somewhere for our brew stop. And then we've got to go back up to the actual summit of Mam Tor, around through Winnats Pass and back into Castleton. Right, goodbye brew spot. Let's crack on. But that's the peak of Mam Tor there. Look at these crazy heads. That's quite magic, isn't it? Give that a go. So we better pat the stone. Everyone pats the stone. That is pretty cool. Nutters. You can see all the way over to Kinder today. Certainly couldn't do that last time we were here. So yeah, off the top of Mam Tor now. The route we're going should take us down to the bottom of here and then through Winnats Pass over there, back to Castleton. I tell you, it's a damn sight easier coming down this than it is going up. It's still a little bit of knee pain. I think I need to get some hiking sticks, don't I? Whoa. So you got a flyby. That's quite a nice shot there across Rush Up Edge into the Edale Valley, with Kinder in the background. Didn't get to see any of this last time because it was just completely covered in cloud, weren't we? So we're off the ridge now, unfortunately, but it's the route. You've kind of got to get off it at some point. So we're heading now around towards Winnats Pass, which is over there, which hopefully will be equally as cool. I know I've said it before, but I can't quite get over how nice a day it is. It's almost perfect walking conditions. There's a little bit of breeze on top of the hill, but not too much that it's annoying and cold. And it's calm when you're in the valleys. What temperature? Yeah, it says 11 degrees, so it's not warm, but it's warm enough. I mean, I've got a base layer and a mid layer on. But I've certainly not even once thought about getting my jacket out. So now we are heading towards Winnats Pass, which I'm hoping looks stunning as well. And I'm just checking the map. Yeah, we are going right way. I think just over here, just over there somewhere, is where the little cave was that we made the brew with the Trangia stove. Not that long ago. It's only last month. We're in March now. Yeah, it'd have been February, wouldn't it? Yeah, little cave over there somewhere. Well, we're going to walk over to it now. We've got other missions in mind. Mam Tor up there does look pretty impressive though in this sort of clear skies. So does the ridge. We've been all the way across that today. Looks a lot further when you're staring at it like this. Walking doesn't actually take that long, does it? This is looking pretty dramatic. The entrance to Winnats Pass. Looks pretty cool. I'm hoping there's a bit of a better view as we get around this corner. I think we do, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, very nice. Pretty impressive, eh? What a road. It does look really impressive, doesn't it? I've said it a million times, the whole of this area is pretty impressive and awe-inspiring. Actual rock just fell down there then. Unless someone yeeted it off. That cave. Keep my eye out for other falling rocks. Oh wow, look at that. It's quite impressive. I'm sure the low light capabilities of the GoPro show it off as well as it could, but you know. Well, yeah, so whether by by car or by foot, Winnats Pass is pretty fucking amazing. It's really cool, really cool. How high that is. Don't think you appreciate from the van how high that is actually up there. I'm pretty sure the GoPro doesn't give it justice either. But it's stunning. It's awesome, isn't it? It's fantastic. You can't quite sum it up. I've said the same words over and over again because they're still relevant. But how many new superlatives or adjectives, whatever the correct English term is it, can I use? I don't know if you can pick Win Hell out in the distance down there on the peak. It's magic. Absolute magic. We're out of the pass now, past Speedwell Cavern, just skirting our way around the cliff. Peveril Castle is up there, and Castleton's down here. Yeah, what a walk. Absolutely amazing today. The ridge itself, stunning, awe-inspiring, mind-blowing, amazing. Busy today, like I say, for a Monday, but do you know what? I can't be one of these people that complains about tourism or people visiting these beauty spots, because I think the people that complain about that and then go and do the same thing themselves, it's a bit short-sighted. End of the day, tourism is an industry. It brings in money to the area, it gives employment to people. You can't, it's not as black and white, is it? It's just, oh, too many tourists. Those same people complaining about tourists are the same people that are going away on holiday taking pictures of themselves abroad. I don't think it's a battle that you'll ever win. Is there a right and wrong to it? It's there, embrace it, deal with it. Yeah, certainly from a filming point of view, it's a pain when there's people all over the place. But don't film in those areas. Go somewhere else. Or grow up and don't care about it. It's nice to see people enjoying this. And if it wasn't for the amount of people here, if it wasn't for the tourists that come and have a walk around, it wouldn't be well paved, it wouldn't be well signposted, there wouldn't be fences up. There are parts of the Peak District that haven't got many people around. If you want to get off grid, go and explore those areas. The ridge itself here is probably one of the most walked. So out of anywhere in the peaks right now, this is probably the most populated as it stands from a tourist point of view, from a visitor point of view. But would there be as many pubs and gift shops in Castleton or Edale, or any of the other villages for that matter, if it wasn't for people coming? No, of course there wouldn't. So, I don't know. I think all I'm saying is it's a bit short-sighted to moan about tourism. But if you made it this far into the video, thank you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, I've never asked for that before. But you've made it this far. If you didn't like it, then you've either fallen asleep, which is quite possible, or you're some kind of masochist. So, as you did like it, give it a like. Maybe hit that sub button too. Let's see if I can continue doing this and growing this. It'd be ace. Come along with me on the journey in the great outdoors and see what we can do together, eh?